Okay, welcome back to Kevin Rood's Garage. You might remember we've been working on this guy, 1936 Johnson Model 300 lower unit. As you can see, we got it all back together. Getting the pump, the water pump, which is this part right here, getting that back on wasn't as difficult as I thought. It was just a matter of kind of putting it in this way at an angle and rolling it up and under. So putting it in that way and rolling it up and under the anti-cav plate. And then the prop just goes on like just about any other outboard motor. So that's all together, ready to go. What we had to do was cut this gasket, which goes right on there and then attaches to the motor. So what we're going to do is go ahead and put that on. But a couple things we have to do beforehand. I guess the first thing I'm going to do is put on some of this stuff, the non-hardening gasket sealer. I'm going to be a little careful here, make sure the motor doesn't fall forward from the engine stand here, like it's wanting to do. Alright, so why don't we open this up first then. Put it on this piece right here. Make sure all the holes are lined up. You got the big hole, well there's one big hole that fits over the drive shaft tubing here. Another one fits over this kind of medium-sized hole. That's where the water tube goes through. And then the two little holes on the front side are simply for screws that hold the lower unit on. Probably going to want to put the drive shaft back in. There's a pin holding this little coupling to the drive shaft there, so let's make sure we don't lose that. And you got to make sure it goes all the way in. And then I just give the flywheel a turn, put my finger on the drive shaft, make sure it's rotating. It's rotating. So we're all set there. And the other thing, there's a washer that has to go on the drive shaft here in the lower unit. And make sure we put that back in. There we go. Alright. And it looks like I'm out of hands here because I got to get a little bit of that gasket sealer onto this lower unit while making sure the drive shaft doesn't come out. As you can see, it probably helps to have a documented process ahead of time so you're not trying to do 17 things at once. But since we didn't, we're going to go ahead and do the 17 things at once routine. There we go. It didn't go too badly. Alright, one more quick check. Make sure the drive shaft's rotating. Another check. Make sure the washer is in there. Alright, then it's just a matter of putting them together. Make sure it's on the right way. Yep. There we go. Fits like a glove. Look at that. Propeller's turning. Must have done something right. Okay. So now, I'm going to grab the screws and washers that hold the lower unit to the motor. That'll also help make sure we got the gasket lined up properly. I guess I don't need that big of a screwdriver, do I? I do, however, have to hold on to it. Alright, sometimes the easiest jobs are a little harder than they look. There we go, we got one screw starting to seat. Alright, I'm not going to tighten these right down just yet, because there's this other bolt thing that has to go in here. I'll just tighten a little bit. That bolt right there. See this hole here in the side of the, right in the side here. This is some sort of clamping mechanism. As far as I can tell anyway, that's what it is. Not sure if it matters which side this goes in. Alright, well anyway, I'll have to get my ratchet set out to get that in. Should probably clean up the gasket sealer goop here. I think I might have mentioned in a prior video I'm not the neatest when it comes to gaskets and gasket sealers. Actually, I'm not the neatest when it comes to much of anything, but we do the best we can. Alright, well that's held on there for now. I'm going to go find my ratchet set and see what I can do about this bolt mechanism. Then we'll hook up the rest of the water cooling system. Got to let the gasket sealer dry, probably overnight, and I'll give it a run of the barrel and see if our work is going to pay off or not.